Okay, let's start. Okay, so we will continue, by the way. Okay, so we're back. We're going to discuss the common mistakes with grammar. All right, I know that most of you are having a hard time when it comes to grammar because grammar is not easy at all. That's why we are also providing grammar lectures. I think there are a total of 5 or more than 5. I think 9. Oh, I forgot. But something like that. 5 or 9 grammar lectures here in IELTS Niners. And those different lectures will help you and equip you to manage your self-expression when it comes to English. Okay. Gender equality. Let's talk about gender equality, okay? So before, we used to give more priority to the masculine expression, such as if you don't know the gender of someone, you use him or his. But nowadays, we already live in a gender equal society, meaning you can use him, dash, or slash her, or you can use the plural form them. Okay? So always remember, if you don't know if you're talking about a female or a male, if you don't know the gender, it's safer to use him or her or them. Okay. One of the most common mistakes among test takers is unfinished or incomplete sentences. There are many test takers that I comment about how you're leaving the sentence hanging, okay? So that's why proper tone should also be applied so that your examiner knows when you're gonna stop, okay? Marami kasing ganito yung sinasagot nila. So, for example, the question is about, talk to me about your pet or your favorite pet, something like that. So, I actually have 2 dogs in my house and I love taking care of them. So, biglang tinapos mo na. So, the tone and the sentence, the idea is incomplete. In that case, you have to make sure that you finish correctly. Okay? I actually have 2 dogs in our house. They're 2 Shih Tzu dogs. Actually, they're like our kids because as of now, my husband and I don't have kids yet. We feel like a complete family because of those 2 dogs. There. 2 to 3 sentences, complete thought, complete idea. Okay? So please make sure that you don't give incomplete sentences. Subject verb agreement. Example, William is a sports enthusiast. He likes play basketball. So, as you know, in English grammar, if the subject is singular, the verb must agree. So, kung singular yung subject mo, which is William, this is one person, so you have to make sure that you're using the singular form of the verb, which is he likes. It's a bit tricky because when it comes to nouns, yung may S, yun yung plural. However, pagdating sa verb, yung may S, Yun yung singular. Okay? So, William is a sports enthusiast. He likes playing basketball. Don't forget punctuation mark, question mark, or period. Syempre, period. Okay. Inappropriate personal pronouns. This is what I've mentioned earlier today. My father is a businessman and she knows how to make money. Now, if you make a mistake, try not to emphasize it. You don't need to repeat it. You don't say, oh, he knows how to make money. Just keep going. Okay? My father is a businessman and she knows how to make money. In fact, he mentioned that at the age of 25, he became a millionaire. So, you used he. He became a millionaire. Binonggahan mo yung susunod mong sasabihin. Hindi na ngayon pansin yung yung slight error mo sa pronoun. Okay? So, wag nating ugaliing palakihin yung problema ko. Maliit lang naman siya, okay? Just let it slide. Alright? There are things na hindi natin kailangang bigyan ng sobrang importance. Okay. As I said earlier, learn to keep the right balance. Okay. Nouns and pronouns contradict in number. So, I think students should not be forced to do unpaid work for the community because he should be enjoying his life. But the subject is students. Una sa lahat, it's plural because it has an S. Students. So what are the pronouns that you could use for plural nouns? They. So the correct sentence is, they should be enjoying their life, their lives. Plural form na din yung lives. Okay? Kasi plural yung plural yung subject natin. So, they should be enjoying their lives. Okay? Now, when it comes to prepositions, this is one of the most common mistakes that test takers make during the interview. Hindi alam kung paano gamitin yung on, yung in, yung to, yung with. Okay? Those are the most common words that you interchange. That's why you have to be familiar. Kailan ba dapat gamitin yung in, tsaka yung on, and those basic prepositions that can be used more frequently than the others. Okay? So, that's why kailangan natin bumalik sa basic, which is learning prepositions. I know it sounds very elementary, but if it's necessary to take those refresher grammar lessons, then do so. Now, kung hindi ka makapaghintay kasi hindi pa nakakapag-schedule si Ma'am Shannon or si Sir Kevin ng grammar lessons ulit, that's okay. Don't panic. What you can do is join po kayo dun sa Wong Chong. Alright? Do you know this private group page? Are you part of it? You have to be part of it because in this group page, it's exclusively for Cabanatuan Niner students. So in this group page, you will be seeing our announcements, changes in the schedule. You're going to be seeing what are the lessons that are plotted for a specific week. If there are any emergency situations, you can also read the announcements here. But most importantly, you can search. Okay, let's say, hindi ka na makapaghintay kasi feeling mo grammar is your weakness. So you just type grammar in the search button or search icon. So, search mo lang yung grammar and lalabas dyan the latest or the ones that you can replay. I know, hindi masyadong enticing na manood sa bahay at makinig ng 2-hour lecture. Sobrang tagal, di ba? I know. Even ako, natatamad din ako sa ganun. But, what you can do is, pwede mo naman i-fast forward yung video. Kung kaya mong, if you can keep up with the pacing of the speaker, fast forward the video. The speed can be like 1.5 para mas mabilis magsalita. Or, what you can do is when you're not busy, let's say, walis-walis ka lang sa bahay, or you're cleaning, or probably you're folding your clothes, your laundry, right? So yun yung mga time na pwede kang mag-multitask. So it doesn't require so much mental capacity. So pag nagpo-fold ka lang ng clothes and doing such things, such as household chores, or you're driving from one place to another, tapos matagal yung biyahe, like 2 to 3 hours, instead of listening to music, maximize your time. Listen to the lectures of Sir Kevin. I'm advising you to listen to his lectures more because yung mga ina-upload niya, yun yung talagang magaganda niyang mga files. Okay? So there. We have grammar 1, we have preposition, ayan, time prepositions. Because this is basically what you need in the IELTS, right? And then, subject-verb agreement, if you feel like there's a problem with your subject-verb agreement, conjunctions and sentence construction, verb tenses, pronouns, diba? Sobrang daming grammar lessons that you can listen to. 9 yun. So, simulan mo na today. If you feel like grammar is your weakness. Okay? So, I enjoy studying statistics back on my college days. The correct answer is back in my college days. All right. We only use on when we're talking about a specific date. For example, when is your birthday? My birthday is on May 19. Okay? Kasi specific yung month, specific yung day. My birthday is on May 19. Now, if you can't remember the exact date, that's when you use in. Okay? Or you don't want to mention the exact date kasi gusto mo private lang yung birthday mo. When's your birthday? Well, my birthday is in May. Kasi hindi mo ginamitan ng 19. Now, if you want to be more specific, you can use the preposition on May 19, okay? So, let's say, when will you be taking your examination? I'm not yet decided. Probably this 2024, in 2024. Kasi hindi mo pa talaga alam kung kailan, right? So you're not yet planning on taking the exam. You're taking your time in the review center. So most probably, you are not yet certain which exact date you're gonna have your exam. Okay. Solution, complete a sentence in your head before delivering it. The problem with test takers is the way you think is not in English. So you have to think in English. So minsan pina-formulate mo yung sagot sa Tagalog. Kaya ngayon, you're wasting time translating it while answering. So kailangan, when I ask you the question, let's say my question is, what are your hobbies? Huwag mo, sa isip mo, hindi, sayaw, kanta. Think, dancing, singing, okay? Formulate your thoughts in English already. So that when it comes to delivering your answers, it's easier, okay? And less confusion. And make sure, complete the sentence. Don't just answer in words. Don't just answer in phrases. Always make complete sentences. Okay, now let's talk about pronunciation because this is actually one of the most important parts of your speaking subtest. I feel like we're going to extend a little bit today. Okay. So before ko i-discuss yung pronunciation, meron muna ako sa inyong ipapapanood na video, okay? Some of you might have already watched this video, but some of you not yet. So what I need to do is I need to actually I need to connect. Now, we've been Okay, wait lang. Iko-connect ko lang sa Bluetooth ha, kasi hindi siya naka-connect sa Bluetooth. And the problem is, dito. Wait lang. Yan. Okay. So let's watch this video together. And let's try to observe the test taker. I'll be asking you some questions, so you have to listen carefully. Now, we've been talking about a Bakit hindi pa Where? Ayun, totoo na to. Totoo na to, guys. Task 3 to pala. Task 3 to ng exam. Yung example video.
Now, we've been talking about a well-known person you like or admire, and I'd like to discuss with you one or two more general questions. How do you consider, first of all, famous people in your country? So in China, what kind of people become famous?
Politicians, pop stars, and sports stars. It's similar with the other countries, I think.
Is one of those groups more popular than others?
It depends because for like politicians, you have to know them because they appear all the time on television, newspapers. But for some pop stars, like, because it's especially famous for the young people. The young people like to follow the stars and the new trends. But for sports stars, they mainly become famous during the Olympic Games, competitions. So it really depends.
What about in the past? Were those same people famous in the past? Politicians, sports stars, and pop stars?
I think so, because even I have talked with my parents at their age, and when they was young, they also follow the stars and the sports stars, and for the politicians, they change quite often. So yeah, they're also famous. Yeah.
And how about the future? Where do you think it's going to go?
I think this kind of people will remain famous in the future. This kind of people, because we still have lots of new pop stars, and new politicians. But I think some other people will join as well. For example, now some like entrepreneurs. For example, the founder of the Facebook, he's famous anyone. Even some not weird, but strange people like the founder of the WikiLeaks. He's also popular because the things has done. So I think this kind of new, raising good people will join, famous people.
And do you think technology is going to be the place where many of our famous people come from in the future?
Definitely, because I think nowadays most of the people use the Facebooks, the Twitters. So definitely this kind of website or the new technology will help to make people famous. And I think many people are working on it because they have special companies to make these people famous through the internet, the advertisement or the promotion.
Now let's talk about celebrity culture. Often famous people are used in advertising.
Yeah.
Can you give me some examples of that?
Well, it's quite often we can see most famous people on the television. For example, like one typical example is Michael Jordan, because he is actually when the first time the Nike become very famous is because Michael Jordan, because he is the first, he's the first NBA star to start a company to have serious commercial for specific companies. And I think that's a typical example of how the famous people to help the company successful, and also the company uses his money to make the stars become more famous. So I think
And that example you're talking about with Michael Jordan, he's a basketball player who was promoting a product that he was personally involved in producing. What about celebrities who endorse products for which they have no personal connection?
it's the often because people are profit oriented. Yeah, we can see lots. I think for some like makeup production, we can see lots of female stars. You just say, okay, these are so good, this is fantastic. Nobody know whether she is using it or not. Yeah, I think sometimes ethnical. This is ethnical choice. Someone they really try it and use it and then say, okay, this one's fine, it's good. So we can allow it, but some of them just won't get nothing. So just do the promotion stuff without really using it or testing it.
Now, how about our young people? How might famous people or celebrities have a negative impact on our young people?
Well, as we know, some famous people is not that good. How to say this? I cannot say that moral, but the action they have done is really bad. Example for young kids or young generation, because some of them once it become famous, they just try to drugs, have stay in the cars, all day, all the night, and yeah, definitely, young people sometimes cannot distinguish good things or bad things. Sometimes they just follow the star's actions, so it makes some of them just okay to say it's pretty cool thing, to try some drug because that star is trying it and my star's trying it. Oh, it's pretty cool, to stay with girls all the time, giving girls all the time. Some might, adult his doing the same thing. So I think it's very bad negative effects on the young people.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That's the end of this.
Thanks.
Okay, so what have you observed from this test taker? Nahirapan kayong intindihin, right? You had a hard time understanding him, basically because of his pronunciation and his accent. So there were so many frequent pronunciation lapses na kayo din na feel nyo na you're not interested to listen because you can't understand him, right? So basically, if it's not your job to evaluate a person like this, magiging disinterested ka to listen. That's why it's very, very important that pronunciation is very important because it actually hinders the barrier of understanding. Okay? So, saan ba? What are the common areas that Filipinos make a mistake? When it comes to vowel sounds. Okay? Yung soft, yung short and long vowel sounds, you tend to interchange. So sometimes, most of the time actually, when you mispronounce a word, it changes the meaning. For example, you were pertaining to the beach, but you kept saying bitch. So, baka misinterpret ka at akala you're addressing to the test taker as a bitch, right? So, definitely, it's a big problem that we need to fix. And again, there are provided pronunciation lessons. Actually, pronunciation lectures are very fun. We conduct them here as well. But then if you feel like you can't wait, you can use the technique that I sent you. And then rich and reach, tap and zap. Yung S tsaka Z. Alright? There are certain words that are spelled with letter S but supposed to be pronounced as A. For example, seasons, reasons. Okay? Now yung P and F. Most Filipinos also interchange the P and F. And then yung B tsaka V. Alright? Imagine, hindi naman accustomed yung examiner sa kultura ng Pilipino na ganito yung mga mispronunciations. So definitely, the examiner will have a hard time evaluating you and might as well give you point deductions because of pronunciation lapses, especially when your pronunciation lapses are so frequent. Okay. Now, I explained earlier that in fluency, it's not about responding or talking fast. Fluency is about generating the ideas and the answers fast, but then taking your time to give your answer. By applying proper pacing, inhale, exhale, don't be too nervous, okay? Because when you're too nervous, you talk too fast. And when you talk too fast, you tend to mispronounce words. Okay? It happens all the time. There's slurring and audibility problems. Okay? So for example, you're trying to show that you're trying to impress the speaker, but the examiner by providing really fast answers. But the thing is, you make a lot of mistakes with your pronunciation, not only your pronunciation, even your vocabulary, even your grammar. Okay? So I know the negativity of being extra nervous can even leave you mental block. But through constant practice and consistently attending the coaching sessions, you will become more familiar to the setup. And when you become familiar to the setup, you will already know how to handle the situation. So your negative nervousness can turn into a positive excitement. Alright? Pwede mo kasing i-shift yung emotions mo na yan. Alright? It's all in the mind. It's all about your mindset. So instead of being extra worried or nervous, why don't you smile and show a positive aura? Because in the speaking test, negativity is not allowed. Even negative words are not allowed, okay? So now, why can't you pronounce some words correctly and appropriately? Well, the preciseness and the accuracy of your pronunciation depends on the movement of your mouth and your tongue. Okay? I know it's weird, especially when I say, in order for you to pronounce the TH, soft TH sound, you have to put your tongue in between your upper and lower teeth. I know, it kind of seems weird, right? But that's the only way for you to pronounce the. There are 3 apples on the table. Hindi tree, okay? It's 3. And you can only enunciate the TH sound if you follow my instruction. Okay, try it. Try to put your teeth in between your your tongue in between your upper and lower teeth. You can pronounce the. Girl. Put it in between your teeth. Okay? So you have to pull your tongue, okay? Ganon. Th. Through. Through the years. Yeah, I understand that. But the problem is your braces are not in your tongue, on your tongue. Your braces are on your teeth. So you can definitely put your tongue in between your teeth, right? The. Ganito. The. See? There you go. It's hard in the beginning, but eventually it gets easier. Okay? So yeah. And if you want to pronounce vowel sounds correctly, open your mouth widely. Pag sinabi kong long E vowel sound, make an effort to smile, okay? For example, yung word na cheese. Bakit ba kasi sinasabi ng mga photographers, say cheese? Because the long E vowel sound, apparently, it makes you smile. So if you're not smiling, you're not pronouncing the long E sound properly, okay? For example, tea, cheese. All right? Open your mouth wider. Oh my God. Huwag naman yung point na kumuha ka ng tanga sa harap ng examiner, okay? So it's actually something that you need to build and practice. Because it doesn't happen overnight, okay? I might be telling you, do this, do that. But if you don't practice it daily, walang mangyayari. You need to push yourself. Andito ka na, pinasok mo na to, nagbayad ka na ng review, magbabayad ka ng test, all out mo na, alright? It's just a few months. And then, pag nandun ka na sa ibang bansa, definitely, natural ka na magsasalita because you can become accustomed to, you can adapt to the culture and to the way people speak there. Baka nga, after a few years, mas magaling pa kayo sa akin eh. Alright. So that's what the man in the interview failed to do. Okay? He failed to pronounce words correctly. He didn't open his mouth properly. Kung ano nang pinagsasabihan, hindi ko naman din maintindihan. Okay? So that's why you should avoid it. Now, another thing. Masyado kang monotonous. Being monotonous or flat intonation sounds boring. Imagine the examiner speaks to thousands of the examiner speaks to thousands of test takers in a year, only for her or him to speak with you in such a dull and boring tone. So una, tao lang din yan, hindi yan computer, okay? Tao yan, and they can evaluate you subjectively. It happens. So ikaw, kung hindi positive yung aura mo, kung very dull ka, why would I be interested to talk to you? Okay? Imagine, ganito ako mag-explain. So, ganun na, guys. Dapat open your mouth. Diba? It doesn't sound interesting at all. So, you have to be animated. You have to change your intonation. Marami akong sinasabihan na very monotonous pakinggan. Iisa lang yung tono. So now, you have to add more animation and tone. Okay? Yung pitch mo, yung volume mo, it has to be collaborated so that it can sound more interesting to hear. Okay? Regional accent. Alam ko naman may mga punto talaga yung iba and yung iba sa atin, ang tagal sa abroad, so na-adapt ninyo yung Arabic English or yung Indian accent. So I understand. Some of you have that struggle. So that's why you have to exert an effort to minimize it, okay? And for you to do that, you have to train your ears because apparently listening also affects your pronunciation. Alam niyo ba, meron akong online student. Sabi nung co-teacher ko, alam mo, parang same na kayo magsalita ng student mo. Parang na-adapt na niya talaga yung accent mo, yung the way mo magsalita. Sabi ko, yeah, because kids really learn easily. So, ganon. If ikaw, nood ka lang ng nood ng K-drama, one day or sooner, ayan, ganyan na ha. Kaya ka pala hindi nakaka-attend ng review, ha? Busy kakanood ng K-drama. I know, it's really fun to watch Filipino series and K-dramas. But for the meantime, saturate yourself or immerse yourself in English. As much as possible, American English, the international standard, or British, or Australian. Okay? Para if ever man na di kasi natin alam kung sino yung matatapat sa inyo, kung Australian accent ba, kung New Zealand accent, kung American or Indian accent. We don't know. So that's why you have to be familiarized with those different kinds of accents. Okay, so napanood na natin yung unang video. So, ang score niya is 6. What did he do right? He was able to have reasonable range of linking words. Grammatical constructions are used well to introduce ideas. Conveys ideas and opinions effectively. Pronunciation is generally clear, but then it actually affected the whole thing because of his accent, okay? So, yung mga hindi niya dapat ginawa is, ang haba talaga ng mga sagot niya, right? Excessive use of the words well, like, cause, and yeah. It doesn't sound formal when you use the word yeah, tas meron kang mga gonna, or yeah, or cause. Buuin mo na yung words because IELTS may not be a job interview, but then it's not like you're talking to a casual person. You still have to maintain professionalism as you talk to the examiner, okay? Flat yung intonation niya. Kung mapapansin nyo, iisi lang yung tono niya. And ang dami niyang mispronounced words. Okay, now let's watch a video of a person who aced the exam.
We've been talking about a well-known person you like or admire. I'd like to discuss with you one or two more general questions related to this. Let's consider first of all famous people in your country. So in Malaysia, what kind of people become famous?
In Malaysia, definitely the politicians and also some actors and actresses are very famous among Malaysians.
So what about in the past? Is that the same as in the past? Were politicians and actors always?
I think definitely in the past, if we're talking about the 50s and 60s, movies were the number one communication tool between villages or towns. So the people definitely knew actors and actresses better than the politicians. Compared to now, you have TV and news where people follow politicians' personal life more than an actor or actress.
Because in many cultures, quite the opposite had happened, where politicians used to be quite well known, whereas nowadays movie stars, television stars are more well known. What do you think about in the future? Do you think that that's going to continue? Politicians will continue to be?
I think definitely in the future, because the world is becoming more globalized, Malaysians would have a tendency to be exposed to more international programs, and they know more international celebrities compared to the local actors and actresses or local politicians. So we would follow international politics, maybe American or British politics, or even the models or actresses internationally.
Well, let's talk about celebrity culture. Often famous people are used in advertisements. Can you give me some examples of that?
Yeah, famous people like actors and actresses are used in advertisements, and especially sports celebrities like Tiger Woods or Roger Federer, promoting sports equipment or sports shoes or clothes. Other than that, I think it's more models and actresses that sponsor perfume and clothes. And
is that always true that whatever profession they're involved in, that's the kind of product that they tend to promote?
I don't think that's true, because a lot of celebrity actresses support perfumes and support clothes whereby actually it should be models that do it.
But isn't that sort of glamorous kind of side of Hollywood that they can try to bring to the public?
I suppose that's what they're trying to do in the marketing. The people who are marketing the product are trying to bring in the glamour that celebrity holds. But yeah, I suppose a celebrity they do have that grasp over people's mindset and what they should buy, the consumerism.
Now you're talking about their influence on the consumer. What about on the young? do celebrities, do you think, produce negative effects in our youth?
Definitely, I think they do. As you can see, like lifestyle and health, celebrities are becoming thinner, models and celebrities. And when you open a magazine, young girls will be exposed to thin models, and they think that that's normal for them to be thin, and that could cause them to go into anorexia, bulimia, or unhealthy practices because they think being thin is the norm, whereas being healthy and being normal bodied is actually the norm.
Now, what about young boys? Do you think that celebrities can have an influence on young boys?
I think most definitely. I think young boys could be influenced in a way, materialistically. Like they would want the big car that the celebrities drive, and they want the bling, and they want all the cool gadgets and tools that there are out there, and it could make boys realize that materialistic things are the only way to happiness.
Now, what about public opinion? How might celebrities be used to influence public opinion?
Celebrities are used actually to, like, if you can see PETA, the protection of the endangered animals, they use celebrities to get to the public. There's like this promotion where they get celebrities to go naked to show that animals are stripped, especially like seals and foxes and all that, for their fur. And it strikes a chord because it's a celebrity. Oh, that person's doing that. Let's look at the poster. Oh, what's the message? Okay, I get it. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. That's the end of the speaking test.
Okay, so this test taker actually got a 9. Parang nagulat po kayo. Parang, talaga, naka-9 siya. Ganun yung yung atake. So yeah, well, if you notice her answers, they're highly relevant to the questions that the examiner was asking. She spoke fluently. She didn't speak in a very fast manner, meaning she took time to process, right? But then she supplied continuous answers. Because even though the question was about social norms or social issues, she was aware of them. That's why I advise everyone, in order for you to provide good content in your answers, especially sa task 3, kailangan socially aware din kayo sa mga issues and latest happenings in the world, not only in your country, okay? Because definitely questions about technology, about social media, about the war, about education, definitely those questions will probably come out. That's why you have to be prepared. Because on task 3, that's actually where you should maximize your potential. You maximize or showcase the best that you can on task 3. Kaya naman, sa mga nagmamadaling tapusin yung task 3, I hope you don't do that, okay? Because you really need to do your best on task 3. So, what can you do in order to improve your interview skills? Definitely at least 10 coaching sessions before applying for the test. Nakakailan na po kayo? 5? I think 4 with me and 1 with Sir Kevin, or 3. So 4. So do you think after the 10th coaching session, do you feel more confident? September 12th. Okay. So how did you feel on your first trial in the coaching session compared to your 4th trial? You feel more comfortable now. Why? Why do you think you feel more comfortable?
Both with intent and both with do and thinking.
Mm-hmm. So you're now familiar with the different questions that can be asked. Okay? So how about you, Jofol? Si ano naman? Ano ba? Ray, okay. How do you feel if you're going to compare your first... Oh, you've only attended 2. Okay, don't answer. I think you've already attended. How many? First. Why is it that I saw you already before? Or maybe you just look like her. Okay, how many? 5, 4, 4. Okay, how do you, if you're going to compare your first time and your 4th time, what can you say about it? Why do you think you built your confidence? Again, please. The questions now, you know what to anticipate, especially on task 1, right? So, kasi sa task 1, parang paulit-ulit eh. The techniques, okay, you were able to apply everything that you've been learning in our lectures, right? Okay, so anybody else? Yeah, how many coaching sessions have you attended? 4 as well, yeah. Kasi kayo yung, si Justin ang wala. Justin and, di ba 5 kayo usually? Or 4 na po? Okay. So si Justin lang yung hindi nyo kasama. Okay. So yeah, how can you compare your first experience from your last experience?
It's better, ma'am, than the first because of the techniques I learned from you, ma'am.
Well, now my question is, did your score improve? Okay, you don't have to answer that question. Just kidding. But yeah, it's not just about the score. Because the score is just a figure that indicates your level. But then, alam mo sa sarili mo kung ano na yung na-build up. Right? And most importantly, it's the confidence, the familiarity, and that's because you've been frequently attending the coaching sessions. Okay, so na ang tanong ko sa inyo, makaka-attend ba kayo tomorrow ng coaching sessions kahit walang mock test? Attend pa rin kayo. Okay, so yung 4 sa inyo mag-stay because you're gonna try the coaching session for the first time. Am I right? Mukhang kabang-kaba na yung mga mukha ng mga to. Ano yung mga sinabi nyo sa kanila? Hindi, joke lang. Okay, attend minor lectures related to speaking. So we have minor lectures such as this lecture. And we have a major lecture on Saturday, and it's going to be about the speaking enhancement skills. But it might change because I've heard that most test takers are actually having a hard time with the reading part of the exam. Ang baba daw ng score sa reading. Well, it doesn't necessarily mean na nagkukulang sa coaching. One reason why nagkakaroon din ng mababang score sa reading is because ito na yung Burr months. At saka yung mga Burr months, yun yung simula ng papahirap na yung mga exam. Kasi pinapalitan talaga yung mga exam na yun eh. Like, every examiner takes a different exam. You can't take the same exam that Sir Joel took. Okay? And then, sa reading kasi parang alam ko balita ko, hinihirapan nila talaga. Para daw magbayad kayo ulit. Char! I'm just kidding. But yeah, I think you guys need to improve on the reading part because definitely it's difficult. On my personal experience, ang hirap din talaga ng reading. Anyways, attend all the lectures that you need to attend if you can already identify your weakness, right? Grammar lectures, orange book, practice answering speaking task cards. Yun yung isa-send ko sa inyo na PDF file. Expand your vocabulary, of course, definitely, because your vocabulary bank or knowledge highly affects your self-expression. Kasi paano mo nga ba ma-express yung sarili mo kung hindi ka equipped with the right words and lexical resources, right? Okay, watch English movies, TV shows. Be confident on your preparation. Start strong and finish strong. Aim for 9. Okay. You need to prepare. Okay? So, isang reason kung ba't hindi ka nag-i-improve sa coaching sessions natin is baka hinihintay mo lang talaga mag-next week na para makapag-practice ka. No. It's only once a week. So, you have 7 days at home to practice your speaking skills. Kung gusto mo ng faster progress, you need to practice every day. Hindi ka maghihintay ng interview, tsaka dun ka lang mag-practice, okay? Watch. There are so many. You're so lucky. Kasi yung mga test takers ngayon, ang dami yung pwedeng makuhang online resources. Right? Just one click on YouTube, you can access the videos that you can watch. Kung paano mag-exam ang isang test taker ng IELTS. Okay, that's it for today. I'll also say goodbye to the Zoom participants and thank you so much for staying. I hope to see you guys here. And if you want to secure a slot on the coaching session, come here early. Kasi sa umaga, 4 slots na agad yung nawawala. Kasi ang aga po nila. So anyways, let's do our best. If kaya kong pumunta dito ng 8:30, I'll try para maaga tayo mag-start. Okay. I'll be ending this live video.